Hello everyone, my name is Judy Moore Pullen. I'd like to talk to you today about the wonderful new John James Signature Collection hand sewing needles. They are manufactured of premium steel. They have a proprietary finish on them so that they glide right through your fabrics and help reduce strain on your hands. And the point is so sharp, it also helps with your precision sewing. They come in 4 different kinds of needles. Now remember, the bigger the number, the finer the hand sewing needles. So the betweens come in sizes 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I'd like to show you a sample. This is a sample that I did using the John James 7 betweens. You get these exacting little stitches. Remember that sharp point helps you to puncture right through all the layers of your top, your batting, and your backing, and you get those fine precision stitches on the back. These wonderful hand sewing needles are also packaged 25 in a crystal clear little tube so that you have plenty for yourself and plenty to share with your best quilting friends. The next needle I'd like to share with you is the new John James Sharps needle. They're a little bit longer and they're also very sturdy. The Sharps come in sizes 7, 8, 9, and 10, and you can thread a pearl cotton size 8 into a sharp size 7, which I'd like to show you a sample. I love to do big stitch quilting also, which is also known as cantha, slow stitch, or primitive stitch, and using that pearl cotton size 8. And the stitches are just as consistent on the back. And these sharps are also very good if you're sewing on tote bag handles, if you're stitching through denim, if you're doing some applique through denim, sewing on buttons. They're a little bit longer than the betweens. Then I'd like to tell you about the next needle, which is long and fine, and it's the John James Milliners. They come in sizes 10 and 11. I have a passion for doing hand needle turn applique, or whether you're doing prepared applique. They help to hide your stitches because they're so fine, and because the points are so sharp, you can easily position the point of your needle exactly where you want it to be under the fold of that applique. They're also wonderful for doing basting. If you're basting a small project, because they're longer, they will glide right through your fabrics, all 3 layers of your little quilt project. And I love using them because I can get extra fine little points, outie points, and innie points on my needle turn applique, and my stitches are nearly invisible. And then I'd like to tell you about the embroidery John James embroidery needles. They come in sizes 7, 8, and 9. And of course, the embroidery needles have that elongated eye, so you can thread several strands of embroidery floss. I think it's also fun to mix a couple different, or maybe 3 or 4 different colors of embroidery floss and play, just play. And these needles are wonderful because not only are they so fine and glide so easily through your fabric, but I love to use them when I'm doing crazy quilting. Now, this little crazy quilt block has some silks and some taffetas and some finer fabrics. Or if you're doing smocking, they're wonderful for smocking. Or if you love to do red work or blue work or whatever color work it is that you like to do. And then I also love using them for embroidery. And because the points are so sharp and the needles are so smooth and glide so easily through your fabrics, they're wonderful for doing, just playing with embroidery stitches on crazy quilt blocks. Now, if you're interested, and I hope you are, because these needles are so wonderful to use, they help to make the process of hand stitching such a joy, you can contact checkerdistributors.com. Thank you for joining me, and happy stitching. Bye now.